This is Coorg in Karnataka, India, known for its beautiful views, relaxing vacation destinations, and coffee production. I stayed at the Ibnii and it was the best resort I've ever been to. The Ibnii is so beautiful, peaceful, and feels like an absolute oasis. I'll be sharing what it was like staying there, from the check-in process to activities, the food, and even some of the drawbacks. Let's get into it. Coorg is almost a 5-hour drive away from Bangalore, so that's what I did. We went to Mysore for a day, went to a hotel, and then drove another 2.5 hours to the resort. They have a new highway, so it was way faster than normal. I think it used to take a little more than 6 hours. We were greeted with drinks and snacks in this beautiful treehouse with an amazing view. They gathered us and a few other guests around for an informative speech. They explained that there are activities you can reserve, such as yoga, nature walks, eco walks, baking cookies, and a coffee tour. They also provided us with a car for our luggage, and we were taken to our room. We left our car in the lot. The restaurant was a 10-minute walk away, and I was there with my husband's parents as well. So we used the buggy a lot more to get to and from the restaurant. They were accommodating about this, despite saying that they don't use buggies except for checking in and checking out. I actually saw a lot of people coming by buggy, even when they were in the villa or individual rooms. I think everybody used it. Everybody was feeling like they were on vacation. Sometimes they didn't want to walk. I always walked to the restaurant, but sometimes my husband's parents would take a buggy. The buggy was a little small, so we couldn't all fit in anyway. And it's a beautiful walk. I'm sure they want to discourage excessive use of the buggy, but if you're older or have an injury, it's definitely useful and definitely there for you. With the check-in complete, let's move on to the Arnada family room tour, one of the wooden cottages available at the Ibnii. Right when you walk in, here is the coffee station. They have brown sugar or jaggery instead of sugar. There is no white sugar on the property. They have some creamer that's dried and coffee grounds, as well as some water and sugar-free sugar if you would like that. They also have butter cookies that are made on the property and a kettle to heat up coffee or tea. All right. Moving right around is this huge area with a lot of storage. We're packing up, so that's why our suitcases are there. We had our clothes in there, and it is a good amount of storage to leave stuff out. I really like how big it is. They also have extra pillows. They also have a mini fridge full of some sodas and tiny snacks. The cathedral ceilings are tall and beautiful. It really opens up the cabin and makes it feel elevated. Here is the bathroom. Here we have a beautiful deep sink and a towel warmer. It worked one time, but then one time it didn't work. And a walk-in shower. It's a rainforest shower, and it's so amazing to use. There's AC. And then here's the bedroom area. You get another 2 bottles of water. Here's the bed. And then you get a small TV and also a balcony. They say that you should lock the door because monkeys might come in. They know. So here's the view from the balcony. It's really nice to sit up here and have your coffee, but I do wish there were 2 seats instead of just one. They also have cute plants for decor that they picked and are propagating. And they come in and change the water. And we did feed the bananas and the oranges to the monkeys nearby. So I didn't try them, but they looked fresh.
Hello. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Ladybug.
Yeah. Stop fighting.
Look at him. What are you doing?
Now that you know where we are, where my room is, how it looks, we can get into the map of the entire resort because there is a lot to it. The map is a little deceiving because everything looks really close together. And it probably is, but there are huge hills in between. I was staying in the wooden cottages, which is right near the reception. You can actually see the cottages from below the reception, but it does take a little while to get there because you need to go through some winding roads. There are 23 villas with pools. That's where most of the guests are. We had a connected room to each other. Since it was a family room, we were thinking maybe there was going to be some couches or a table with chairs to all hang out in, but there wasn't anything like that. There was just one chair in each room. It wasn't family oriented, which is fine because there's so many places on the property to go to. We did try to play Catan in the room at night one time and it did not work out. We were on this couch all sitting on the floor. That was fun, but we ended up playing around the resort instead on tables, and that was fine. This is kind of a sped up walk that I had every morning. It was so beautiful to be around nature. The only time I used the buggy was to get to the spa area because they said the walk was going to be too far for us. Some of the other places that we went to are the coffee place. We would walk by that on our way to the restaurant every day. They have coffee, I think at around 5, and a different snack every day. It was amazing watching the sunset, seeing the birds swoop in the sky, and watching the quiet pond. It was extremely serene in nature and with beautiful coffee. I don't think there's anything more that I could want from a vacation. There was also a gym. I went there once. It was down a steep hill. There honestly wasn't much to mention, just basic equipment. There's also a pool area. Most people had their own pools in the villas, so it was empty when we were there. Even though it had no guests, there was construction going on to repair one of the pools. It wasn't a super usable area because of the construction going on. The tiles on the floor of the pool were also lifted up. I would say like a fourth of the tiles were gone. That's probably why I didn't use the pool. Also, I'm all for their eco nature, but I have to say it did feel like it was rainwater in a pool, which is absolutely fine, but usually pools are treated with chlorine or salts, and I didn't think it was treated with anything, so I didn't want to risk it. If it was the summer, I probably would have jumped in. The max it got was low 80s, so it wasn't like I was hankering to get in there. After getting the lay of the land, we did walk around the property and see so many tadpoles in the dam bridge. We walked by that area and it is gorgeous. So I thought these were seaweeds from above, but they're actually little tadpoles. There we go. One went up for air, went back down. When it looks like this one big conglomerate is splitting up into 3 groups. And there are so many. Being around such pristine nature was truly the highlight of the trip. Maybe one thing did top it, and I have to say, I think it's the food. The food was incredible. Every day it was so much fun to go see what food there was. It was a buffet and it changed all the time. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner were amazing. Absolute highlights of the whole trip. Definitely why I think this is one of the best resorts, hands down. They not only had buffet items, but they also had special foods that were hot and made and ready to order. You would look at the chalkboard and they'd have 2 items that you can choose, and the whole table would get it, and we'd decide if we liked it or not and if we wanted another one. There were also rotis and naans also made to order, so it would come to the table fresh. Truly 5-star dining every day. For dinner, they had live music, and I loved that it was an indoor-outdoor space. They also don't use refined sugar or baking soda, and the food felt so fresh and not heavy at all. It was an absolute pleasure. The chefs are amazing there. Now is a good time to mention the eco part of dining here. The portions, first of all, are smaller so that there's less waste. I really appreciated that because I love trying out all the desserts, and I don't know if that would be possible if I had a slice of everything, but a bite of everything I can definitely do. The vadas were so cute. They were the tiniest I've ever seen, so everything was a little bit smaller than normal. They also encouraged you to take less and take exactly what you need by having a program. The cost starts at 100 rupees for 10 grams of waste, and it's just a kind request, it's not even a necessity. It sounds like a strict rule. We were worried about it going into it, like, oh my god, what if I take something and I don't like it? It was not a strict rule and was more of a guideline. The money does go to an orphanage in need. I think that is so sweet. So the whole thing is just about cutting down on food waste, because that is a problem. Downstairs from the restaurant, there is a bar, which was so much fun. Oh my god, they have amazing cocktails there. And we played pool, we'd get drinks. It was mostly empty. I think one time there was a couple there and that was it. I can't believe that there's nobody there. It seemed like such a fun place to be. For ultimate relaxation, we went ahead to the spa area. It's in the far corner of the property. It's near a pond, another garden, and some solar panels. I got a healing facial scrub and a hair oil treatment that I really enjoyed. It was totally relaxing and rejuvenating. It topped off the trip with such serene energy. Overall, my stay there was a blast. It was a great time, truly a once-in-a-lifetime experience, I think, and at the same time, it's very relaxing. Being amongst nature and taking in the fresh air was amazing. Hope that this helped if you are looking to choose a resort in or around or near Bangalore. This is an amazing option. Or I hope you had a good time watching this too. Like, comment, and subscribe for more content like this. Thank you so much.
There are lots down there, huh? I can see them.